next chapter will be about the action that is necessary to turn our aspirations into reality.
That's Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness in 2024, giving the charge for growth through efficiency and the removal of bureaucratic hindrances. Leading this is Ambassador Audrey Marks, Minister with responsibility for efficiency, innovation and digital transformation. In her 2026-2027 sectoral debate presentation, Ambassador Marks gave a comprehensive update of progress being made in several areas. Among them is the operationalization of the Office of Information and Communications Technology (ICT) Authority in April 2025. Its clear mandate to strengthen governance, accelerate digital transformation, and bring greater coordination to how technology is managed across government. The office has facilitated the implementation of the electronic motor vehicle registration and digital fitness certificate.
To date, 1.1 million motor vehicle registrations have already been processed online, reflecting a real and measurable impact of digital transformation in this space. This platform goes beyond simply converting paper processes into digital ones. It is reshaping how citizens experience government services.
Further enabling the ease of doing business is the Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ mobile app, which has attracted more than 40,000 users and counting.
This means completing transactions from the convenience of your home or office.
The integration of technology is also being facilitated through the implementation of digital signatures across government.
This means people and businesses can now submit and receive authenticated documents at government offices without relying on paper or in-person visits for a wet ink signature. Less paper, less waiting, less bureaucracy, more efficiency for the Jamaican people. Speed in action.
The success of the digital signature is being felt, especially in the courts, with approximately 103,089 traffic ticket warrants already signed electronically by judges.
The public can check their own traffic ticket status using the government's official traffic ticket digital service available at trafficticketlookup.gov.jm.
Another area being improved is digital payments and financial inclusion. This is being done through Paygate, the government's secure online payment portal.
During this last financial year, 6 government entities were added to the platform, and over 1 million transactions were processed, enabling citizens to conveniently pay property tax, business taxes, motor vehicle fitness and registration fees, and other government charges through the TAJ mobile app.
For the 2026-27 fiscal year, the government intends to build on the multi-agency success of the e-motor vehicle certificate with the introduction of a digital document wallet. This will allow citizens to securely store and share government-issued documents electronically,
including birth certificates, national ID card, and any other civic document they want to store in the wallet. More convenience, more efficiency.
In addition, the government will introduce GovNotify, a centralized platform for notices and updates via email, SMS, and WhatsApp.
People of Jamaica will be able to receive reminders for expiring passports, driver's license, and other important updates, because we all need reminders sometimes.
Another game changer set to come on stream is the once-only bureaucracy principle.
Through the once-only principle being powered by the Jamaica Data Exchange platform, information provided once to the government can now be securely shared with consent and reused across multiple ministries, departments, and agencies. These initiatives represent a deliberate and structured approach to modernizing public services. If we are serious about reducing bureaucracy, improving efficiency, and modernizing public services, then we must also modernize our identity and civil registration services are delivered.
Making a difference is the establishment of the National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA. It now provides a 24-hour online service for documents such as birth, death, and marriage certificates, national ID cards, and more. Through its document recovery program, NERA mobilized the rapid support in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Over 47,500 applications were processed for people whose documents were destroyed.
This vital program has now been permanently institutionalized to support Jamaicans impacted by fires, floods, and other emergencies.
To bring its services to the people, mobile units purchased for the National Identification Card project will be rolled out in the second half of 2026 across all constituencies. NERA will partner with members of parliament, councillors, community-based organizations, churches, schools, and other civil society groups to facilitate registration and identification services.
This is what it means to be a people-centered government.
In addition, NERA has expanded the number of locations for Jamaicans to get their national identification cards. Also on the horizon is legislative changes to allow for the national ID card to serve as legal proof that a person is licensed to drive.
This means Jamaicans with a national ID card will be able to renew their driver's license fully online, without needing to print or collect a separate physical license every 5 years.
Also, by the end of the financial year, NERA will begin instant services for civil registration documents.
The people of Jamaica will increasingly be able to apply, verify, pay, and receive documents within a single seamless process on the same day.
To build capacity, a NERA Learning Center has been established, and over 229 employees have received specialized training in identification services. 1,000 marriage officers and civil registrars across Jamaica also participated in digital literacy and systems training.
Jamaica Post is now being repositioned as a modern platform for digital access, government services, logistics, and e-commerce opportunity.
A hindrance to the full effect of this is the challenge to verify informal addresses for businesses and residents. To rectify this, Jamaica Post is collaborating with Yasso Jamaica Limited to develop and implement a pilot digital postcode and address system.
This is a very important initiative, and it introduces a technology-enabled digital address framework that uniquely identifies locations and improves the efficiency of mail delivery, logistics services, and online commerce across Jamaica.
Jamaica Post has also expanded express mail services from 25 to 66 post office locations across the island. 44 locations should be added in the 2026-27 fiscal year, reaching a total of 150 postal sites by the next financial year. Meanwhile, parcel and package delivery services to the United States have been restored through the implementation of a delivery duty-paid solution.
Jamaica Post has put in place a system and partnerships to do exactly that. Calculate the applicable duties, which are paid online, and remit directly to U.S. Customs on behalf of the sender.
With the technical and financial support of $224 million from the IDB, the Postal Service will also introduce a one-stop government initiative. For this initiative, post offices will serve as major access points for online government services. To ensure reliable connectivity, Jamaica Post has secured grant funding of $6.8 million from the Universal Postal Union to strengthen internet service. Moving on to the National Identification System NIDS project, Minister Marks informs that 23 post offices are being comprehensively refurbished and modernized. To date, 4 locations, the Central Sorting Office, Ligani, Mona, and Hertfordshire post offices have been completed. Further, government intends to establish a national solution registry to support innovation. This is a direct platform for the submission of innovative ideas and practical solutions to challenges being faced. The recommendations will be reviewed and routed for action.
This initiative will help transform citizen feedback into tangible government responsiveness, problem solving, and national innovation. And to do this, the government will mobilize Jamaican talent locally and abroad, partner with universities, engage private innovators to accelerate deployment and build national innovation pipelines.
The journey from resilience to resurgence is steadily advancing, building a faster, smarter, and more connected Jamaica.